Hello, hello. Today's January 27th, 2023. And the word of the day is confidence. And in order to discuss confidence, I wanted to go over the ways that not having confidence may be playing out into your life. And so some of the ways I had to write them down because there's so many of them. So some of the ways that we tend to lack of self-confidence plays out in our life is adjusting to fit in. So if you grew up in a family where you couldn't be yourself, most likely if you haven't healed that wound, you will adjust yourself to fit into any environment around people. Like you change yourself depending on who you're around or what environment you're in. Compromising who you really are to get what you want. This can be in romantic love, in money, in any area. You compromise your true self to get what you want. Seeking love in all the wrong places. Self-judgment, inadequacy, insecurity. You have issues with self-trust. You self-condemn. You blame others or yourself. Guilt. You sabotage yourself. You feel unworthy. You blame shift, same thing. Blaming yourself or blaming others. You feel intimidated. You experience shyness and pride. So you try to convince someone of your value. And generally, these play out in different areas of our lives, and they prevent us from being empowered and fulfilling the destiny that we're here to fulfill. And so the opposite of those words that I gave you would be true. And I just wanted to actually offer tools today to self-confidence. There are many, many tools that a person can use to build their self-confidence. It's not like if you have self-confidence, you're damaged for life. And some of the practical ways that you can build your self-confidence is through finding things that you're good at and that you love and doing those things. Other ways that you can build self-confidence is how you present yourself to the world physically, how you dress. And another way that you can build your self-confidence is through, did I say fitness? Fitness. How, like working out, feeling good about yourself. And then there's like tools, like therapeutic tools outside of what you can do on your own. And one of those things I'm going to share with, like a few things I'm going to share with you today that I personally use to help with self-trust and choices, because no matter how much work we do on ourselves or how clear we become, we all have filters that we see the world from. And having objective tools to help us and guide us is a good source that you can choose to use, which I'll be sharing with you in this video. So some of the tools that you can use to build your self-confidence are like hypnotherapy. But remember, the tool is the tool. It depends on the person that's using the tool. So you may not have self-confidence issues in a certain area, but you may have them like be expressed in a different area. So you might not have self-confidence when it comes to your job, your ability to earn money, but when it comes to romantic relationship, you may lack confidence. And so it depends on the therapist that's using the tool and how good they are to know how to use that tool to help you be free of the words that I mentioned before. There were so many of them, but you know what I'm talking about. And if I said those words and they came up for you, you know in what area those play out for you. I don't know that. I don't know how those play out for you. Self-awareness is key here. So, and then they can uproot them from the subconscious mind, because basically when we can't get rid of a pattern, it's definitely rooted in the subconscious mind, and that has to be excavated, if you will. And so your mind, because your thoughts create your energy and your actions, what you're believing, you're living. And so with subconscious reprogramming, the hypnotherapist can go in there and help you reprogram those thoughts. Also, NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, is another tool. And in that, there's like, they have different tools to help you shift your perspective, which shifts your reality. And I've talked about that in an earlier video about how we see through pictures and emotions. We experience through kinesthetic, visual, and auditory. And the other two are like taste and smell. But generally, the three major ones are through visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, which is feeling. And I'm trained in all of those things, just FYI. And but it's important to find someone who is trained in these modalities to help you shift these, I want to call them like weeds that are playing out in your life that are not serving you and serving your life journey on this planet. And so those are like different tools that have the fastest effect, if you will. But there's also plant medicine as well. And today I'm going to share with you like flower essences that you can use to help you with self-confidence. And you can just like Google those, self-confidence flower essences. And there's like about 9 of them. And they all target different things depending on what you're working on. And so that can be your homework, is to Google flower essences. And if you need more assistance, you can just write in the comments and I can help you with that to find what essences you may need to work with. And one that I interestingly had, I like looked in my purse and I had this one that I use, but this one's not like all inclusive. Like there is a total of 9 flower essences that can target self-confidence, or like the words that I mentioned earlier, which are too many to like remember. They target those areas of self-confidence and how they manifest in your world. And so, yeah, manifestation can manifest negatively. So you are manifesting the negative as well. if these are playing out in your subconscious mind, you're living them, right? You're experiencing them in your reality. And so the one flower essence that I actually had in my purse today, I looked in my purse and I was like, huh, very interesting, because like the word of the day is confidence. And here's this one that I have, and you can get this like it's called Larch, Have Confidence. But again, this is like very limited. Like if you really want to get into it, you might want to like look into the 9 flower essences, and you can make your own combo, or they sell them in a combo. Like some companies sell a confidence combo that has like all the essences in one bottle to help you be strengthened in that place. So if you're struggling with identity, being yourself and confident in who you are, you might want to look into those essences. If you are intimidated, by other people or circumstances, whatever your issue is, flower essences is a great way to help uproot those issues. And generally, like what they kind of suggest is if you've like suffered from these issues for forever, how long you've suffered from them, like years, you need to take them for like a month. So if you've suffered with them for like 10 years, they're saying that you need to take them for 10 months. However, I feel that as soon as you take these flower essences, there's like an instant result. And the other thing that I wanted to come on here and share is the other tool is the pendulum. So a pendulum, because I earlier mentioned that we have filters, and no matter how clear we think we are, the pendulum works on an energetic level. And so it can speak the truth to you if you're confused about something, if you don't trust yourself, or let's say you think you should invest in this, or you are wanting to know about a person, or whatever it is that you want to ask. The pendulum is a good way to build your confidence in your own intuition, because you might have a feeling about something and you're thinking, no, this is not going to work. But you test it on the pendulum and it's going to say yes or no. It's either going to like confirm what you know, your intuition, your instincts, or it's going to not confirm it. And so I'll just like do an example on the screen so you can see how it all works. And so basically, like, no, the pendulum will work this way for no. And then for yes, it'll go forward for me. This is how the pendulum works. And so I'm going to show you how, you guys know my name. So I'm going to say to the pendulum, pendulum, is my name Ronald McDonald? You can see it's moving from the right to left, left to right, right to left, left to right. So I'm going to say, pendulum, is my name Nijma Ali? It's moving forward and backwards towards me. So I asked the pendulum earlier today, since the word was confidence, I was like, I want to know. And I was like terrified of asking this question, but I was like, you know what? I want to know. And I had to know whether I had confidence. I was like, pendulum, am I a confident person? And the pendulum, I don't know. Wait, I'm going to lift it up a little bit. It went forward and backwards, saying yes. And what I got from this is generally, I am a confident person. You can see how it's moving forward, backwards. And so you can use the pendulum to ask questions if you're unsure, to be sure. And I use the pendulum for a lot of different things because, like I said, I have a filter and I have my own perceptions and judgments about different things. And so in order to like get that out of the way, and for me, mostly like I'm very trusting and I like this person and I like this person and I love this person and I want to invest with this person. And when I test it with the pendulum, it'll say no. And so that has saved me a lot of, it has given me a lot of clarity, if you will. And so I hope this video has been informative and helps you improve your self-confidence. And I hope that the tools that I've shared with you also contribute to a much clearer path and give you confidence on your journey of manifesting the life of your dreams. Thank you so much for listening today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.